Oh, hello there, the internet. I didn't see you on this lovely Tuesday night. I'm Brian Brushwood. This is Justin Robert Young. It's time for a great night. Man, I can't. A lot happens in a fucking week.
It was
a lot
more
happens.
than a week because we recorded.
Oh, that's right. That probably is why it felt like longer than a week.
Because it was
longer than a week.
Because did we record on Saturday or Sunday?
It was Sunday night.
It was because I had just come back from DC, but I hadn't left for San Francisco.
It was the same day, and you were floating on fumes.
Yeah,
that was a good time. That was a good show.
I was still feeling the tail end of the DC correspondence dinner, and I was like 5 hours away from getting on a flight across the country.
It was fun to hear other people talking about that stuff, and I don't know. I felt closer to it.
Yeah,
you know,
you are.
I guess so. Yeah. One degree away. So you made it home.
Yes,
and then you decided to just stay put at home.
No.
What?
Yeah, I didn't do that.
Oh.
In fact, Brian, I did the opposite.
What?
I left again. Although anybody who is on the bones,
the real ones know.
Patreon.com/great night. We're going to do the plug early because you guys already know that I was in Indianapolis and I confronted Patreon founder Jack Conte.
Bravely. So brave.
On an airplane. If you want context to that, pay us money on Patreon. So we're
it's worth it. It was a good story.
Yeah, we're feeding into his coffers. But yeah, so then there was the automatones.
Are you talked out on that? Did we miss the wave? Because I know that that story primarily belongs to We're Not Wrong.
Yes,
and we get the periphery.
So I won't tell the whole story, but I will answer questions. I'm here at a press conference now.
Okay.
Like there's going to be I'm doing
future senator.
Sure, yes.
Future senator. No, this is me trying to get your attention.
That was almost what we were going to name Bella.
Oh, really?
No.
Okay, so I did get to hear the Thus Sprach Zarathustra.
Yeah.
Real high note they started on that.
Yeah.
You normally think of it as a real bassy.
Well, the automaton is not a bassy instrument.
That makes sense.
It starts at and then goes up to.
All right.
So, yeah, we went. It went perfect. Heaton and I went out to Western Boone Junior Senior High School, which is about 40 minutes outside of Indianapolis. We went in a limo.
Okay, now the limo.
Yeah,
I was pretty on the record anti-limo. I felt like it was too much power. You already were the plutocrats, and you fucking dressed like plutocrats.
Yeah.
And you showed up in a fucking hayseed turned Texas oil baron limo.
Yeah.
The only thing missing, I'd imagine, are the horns on top of it.
Yeah.
And I don't know what Heaton was hoping or expecting, but like paparazzi and a crowd to see you pull up in a limo. Like he didn't want to book it for the comfort, I'm assuming. Or maybe he did. Maybe he's a soft gentleman.
No, the reason why we had a limo was because I mentioned it to Heaton in general, but I would say also at this very specific point in his life is pretty much just breathing every day for eccentricity.
Yes.
He wants to just, whatever the most eccentric thing he could do right now, he wants to do it. And he wants to push it as far as his imagination will go. And so when we decided, oh no,
I figured out what it is. I caught the culprit. We
Italian hands?
Italian
Was it
hands. Italian hands.
See,
that was the culprit.
This is why these cameras audio listen.
Eat shit audio.
You won't know what's going on.
All right, but that at least tells me what to do on this now.
Yeah, these cameras are discriminatory.
Gesture control is now turned off. Yes.
Yeah, put it on Italian mode.
Yes, I have enabled restrictive Italian robot mode.
So I had mentioned to Heaton, I was like, all right, well, how do you want to get out there? Do you want to book a car or do you want to get a limo? And immediately I'm texting him, all caps, limo, 5
So
exclamation
you,
points.
I didn't know you accidentally.
I was
You're
just
the one who
tossing-
said dentist at the
Yes,
improv show.
Exactly. Yeah. And immediately he was like on top of it.
I mean,
and
you're
then-
just lucky you didn't say like a horse carriage.
Well, and then 2 things happen. Immediately, I realized not only have I signed up to pay for half of a limousine, I have signed up to book the limousine because I just offered to Heaton, "Hey, I'm in charge of logistics." So then I'm like, oh, whatever. I'll just go and rent a really expensive car. Like, we'll be impressive, but we'll be able to drive ourselves.
Like a black Escalade kind of thing or something like that.
Yeah, like a hot Tesla. Well, I don't know. That's a red state. Or like a Hummer or something like that. Like some just like very ostentatious car that we would pull up into a high school parking lot, and immediately people would be like, "Wow, look, that's a crazy car."
Right.
Not at the Indianapolis airport. For whatever reason, every hot car had been rented out of the
Oh,
Hertz.
so you did have the cheat code to satisfy the
Yes.
limo longing without all the baggage of being the kind of person who gets a limo to a high school musical.
Yeah. So we get there. Oh, by the way, we had not 1, but 2 videographers.
Yeah, and I saw what little of the footage I saw looked fucking
No,
dynamite.
pro. Both of them pros.
Yeah.
Both of them literal professionals. One out of DC and another who I don't know if he still listens to Great Night, but I know he has been around Diamond Club for a while. Enrique Cotto.
Oh yeah.
Who was it was awesome to hang out with and is just a stud of a human being. But he was there. So he's in the limo with us.
Yeah.
And then the other videographer is at the high school shooting B-roll and like mounted up on stage so he can get all the footage for that. We get to the high school. Oh, by the way, we're like, all right, let me get your douche or no douche on this. Like, we're already in suits.
Yeah.
We're already in a limo to a high school.
Well, now suits can be read as being respectful, right? Like
Yes.
like it would be disrespectful for you to show up in like jorts or something, right?
Yes.
Like
Unless you're John Cena, you cannot show up in jorts and be respected.
right,
Yeah.
or streaking as Tobias Funke.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So I'm gonna say that even the eccentric Heaton outfit could be read as sincere, showing respect, right?
Yeah.
Now beyond that, also in a limo,
Yeah.
starting to smell like a stunt.
Which it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, but who?
But also, we're riding the line of like, we want this to be special.
Right.
And so we already have attention from local media. We've already had them do a thing that nobody else
Did
is
you guys
gonna
do a
ever
hit beforehand?
No. In fact, I don't know. I think the last time we were on the show, I said that the CW, the local CW affiliate,
yeah.
was interested. I don't know if they ever followed up. But we upgraded literally 5 o'clock that afternoon. The NBC affiliate hits us up and is like, "We can't send anybody, but we'd love to have footage. Can you make sure that you send us footage?" And I'm
You're
like, "We have
how
two
does 2 cinematographers sound?" Yeah.
And so I literally was just delegated it to one of the videographers and said, "Hey, NBC wants it. Can you just send him footage?" And he's like, "Sure."
Oh, that's great though. I mean, because
And so we made the 11 o'clock news on the NBC affiliate in Indianapolis.
did they just play the one? I mean, that's the hit. That's the whole story.
I think we can play this.
A little bit of copyright by a little bit of legitimate commentary on the media on this newscast. Welcome to the Modern Rogue, I guess, on the YouTube side.
Can you not play like the news?
Oh, I don't know. I never
is
know
the-
anything. I did.
This is the news.
A while back. A while back, I did find out that we can't play a NFL game for commentary on our program. It turns out they're a little bit prickly on that kind of thing.
Gentlemen, BioCow has actually posted a link
Oh,
in chat.
yeah.
Oh,
Get
can
it,
you
get
play
it.
it for
Yeah.
us?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. Is it up?
Just a moment.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then we'll fill while you get on that.
Let me douche or no douche. No.
okay. I was all
gonna
ready to
ask
pass
a thing.
judgment.
I'm going
All
to
right,
ask
all
a
right.
thing. We're in a limo. We're in suits. You got to have bubbly in the limo.
Oh,
right?
it would be an offense not to
not have bubbly in the limo.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Douche would be to not drink.
Yes.
Because then what's your fucking excuse?
Why are we in a limo?
Who are you?
Yes.
Yeah, like who gets a limo and doesn't crack
and
open?
doesn't drink in the limo to and from.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, it is ready.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
And boop.
All right.
So this
Is
is
audio
really a
getting
different
somewhere?
take on
It's going to the stream. You don't have it in the room.
Okay.
This is a group of
Yeah, I
kids
already heard
playing
the audio. That looks great.
automatones,
This is the news hit?
synthesizers
Yeah, just
shaped
wait a
like
minute.
musical notes with
'Cause it
little
goes to,
faces. And at Western Boone, they have formed a whole orchestra with them. In fact, it started as a joke. Podcasters promising to supply a
They mention
Podcasters.
podcasters, but they don't
any
mention the
instruments
name.
to
That's
any
fine.
band teacher willing to
I mean, to be
seriously
honest, your
use them
shadow's
in a
longer
performance.
as just
Only one
podcasters.
educator responded.
But
Western
really,
Boone's
my
Wesley
the
Banker.
whole reason
That led
was
to
I just
tonight's
needed
concert
this shot
featuring
that's
the
coming up
lesser-known
right
instruments
now. Oh yeah, the
playing
band leader
very
got shout out.
famous
Shout out
movie
Leslie Baker.
themes.
She's a
Automatones. I had
legend.
never heard of that until tonight.
Boom.
I haven't.
That's
either,
what
but
I
kinda
wanted.
like the cute little faces
Was
on
the
them.
cutting
Kinda
over
fun.
to
The local news anchors
Yeah.
talking about it with a smile.
Oh,
That's what I
because
wanted.
you knew that's what you were selling. That
Yes.
that was the good. It's
'Cause
like this is exactly what this is. That's what I was hoping to get with the Callie's cards thing, but there was too much noise before the election. There was no room for a little girl making money off of America's existential crisis.
Yeah.
Nobody bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they bid on this one, and so it was just the NBC,
NBC got it. Yeah, they were the ones that.
and they didn't run it in the morning.
No, you would think that it would be
Yeah,
the
that-
better. Well, really, the morning thing. Look, if I had more bandwidth that I could have put toward this, I would have like made a point to track down the people that run the local morning shows and be like, "Hey,
Would you like
can
two
I-
hungover podcasters who
no,
just
no, to put the kids on the show the day before."
Oh yeah.
Like to put them on Thursday morning, because like what's better than like 7 kids with automatones in dapper outfits playing a song on the morning news.
Okay, so
with the
here's
crazy instruments. That would be the way to go.
here's the thing I held back
Yeah.
because I didn't know. Or I don't know. I didn't. It wouldn't be on the radar. Do you think that after the concert, all those automatones got put in a cabinet so that next year they could do another automaton concert, or is this a one and done?
So I had many of the same feelings, especially as we were getting to the high school, because I was like, oh, now this was not a thing on paper.
Right.
This was a real high school with real kids and real parents. And also they are a junior, senior high school. So you have kids that come in right out of elementary school and they stay there for, 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
So the band teacher, the recital was for, or the spring concert, sorry, was for,
Is recital?
don't know. I'm sticking with the nomenclature.
Got it. You're using their pronouns.
There we go. But like it started with 6th graders and then it eventually made its way up to the band, the high school band. And so I was like, oh, wait, are we like ruining this for seniors? Like they've gone 8 years.
You turned to
in
circus.
band.
And their big finale. Suddenly, Weird Al Yankovic is upstaging them.
It's like, well, or just like now you're
Ray
all
Stevens.
playing ukuleles. Like, ooh, look at me. Like, thankfully, they all seem to be really into it. Like, they all seem to really like it. We got a bunch of great feedback from the parents that were like, and it was great Midwestern feedback. Like, it was just like a father with callous Indiana ass hands just giving me a handshake. He's like, well, my son, when he brought the automaton to church, I was like, man, what is this? Some real Bob and Tom shit. It was awesome. It was amazing. It was wholesome. So we were thrilled. And Leslie, the band teacher, was great. They played 2 songs, the Space Odyssey, Zap Zathura, whatever, and then the Star Wars theme. And they had, apparently that one was so exciting to the kids that they also had somebody choreograph lightsaber fights
Oh, of course.
while it was happening.
Of course. Well, because that's some shit that you would actually see at the local symphony. They would do a little bit of that would be the spicy
Yes.
music that they get away with.
Yeah. But it was great. we showed up. We watched a whole spring concert. So we saw the jazz band do Uptown Funk. We saw the a high school band play all sorts of stuff, and then we got invited up on stage to conduct the band while they did their fight song, and it was
Wait, you got to conduct?
to conduct the band. Yeah,
Not your first time conducting on camera.
true.
That was
so. You're right. It was my second most impressive conducting job.
no, that's amazing though. So, where's the cinematography stuff gonna? Where's the pretty footage gonna live?
The pretty footage will probably go up on the We're Not Wrong channel.
Mm-hmm.
I assume that's probably the place where it would live.
Well, I mean, is there a
healthiest.
reason it shouldn't be communal so that I mean, it's a shared awesome story. It should be on all the channels.
Sure.
It belongs
Yeah.
in a museum.
Oh no, I'm not saying that it would exclusively live there. The person who's editing it is doing it because he wants to get his name out. So yeah, I'm sure like that is not my decision to make. It can live any and everywhere that it goes. But it was that was amazing. It was super super fun, and the limo, it was worth it. It was worth
Really?
it. It was worth it to if we have two videographers.
Oh yeah, no. Okay, if the audience was the two videographers and they're the only ones who caught you guys rolling up looking like bosses, and you, if all you get is a glorious 3 seconds of intro shot of it, mwah, chef's kiss, worth it.
Yeah.
Production budget, money works different if
Yeah.
it's to get the shot. If you got the shot, you have my blessing. No douche.
Yes.
No
Yeah.
douche.
Yeah. No, we did. And it was
Although I
and it
did
was
just
also really
activate.
fun.
I just activated. I just went Italian mode.
Wow. Did you break through?
I broke through. Like, well, the problem was
The training's like, don't focus on Italians. Don't. And then you said, Mamma mia.
That's fine.
And
We'll
it
just
said,
have static.
"Mom must get a spaghetti.
we got to figure out like a middle mode, or I can. There's a gizmo. Yeah, I gotta make more money so I can have There's a gizmo where I could just hit a button, but I can't afford it, and so.
Wait, what's the gizmo?
Well, these are clearly built to go 3 or 4 at a time, and there's a little gizmo that's called a talent. It's like a Nintendo Switch looking thing,
Yeah.
and then it's got a screen so you can switch between cameras, and then like for me right now, I have to do the app. I have to open it. I have to go out of the thing. It's like, are you sure you want to leave? Yes, I'm sure I want to
Yeah.
leave. Go, and then go in the other one. There's like 7 taps to turn each of the Italian modes on.
Gotcha.
Whereas this would be all like boop, boop, boop. Exactly.
Yeah.
Presets galore. But now I'm to the part where I'm
I
going to
know
be
what
doing
someone's getting for Italian Christmas.
Italian, also known as April Fool's Day. What would be the funniest holiday?
Mafioso.
Yeah, what's the most mafia? 4th of July
With the fishes.
Aquaman Day. Well, luckily,
Yeah.
you finished up your adventure and you came home. You sat down on the couch. You leaned back. You flapped the newspaper and you let out a deep. What?
No, there was a very brief moment where I come back from Indianapolis and my mom's in town. So we had the whole thing with mom in town. And that was nice. Mom sees the baby, and that's great. And then Monday, I'm like, oh, fuck. I got noticed that I had to go to jury selection.
We did talk a little bit about it.
Yeah.
Along with Tony the Tiger
Yeah.
and other affairs. So I mentioned jury nullification.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you were all up on. You were already selling the merch of free jury. What has transpired since then? Yeah. Did you roll in? Did you just shout?
Monday I roll in, and they give everybody numbers. I don't remember the only time that I've ever gotten this close to being on a jury before was in Broward in Florida, and I don't remember this being the case. But I roll in, they give me a number. My number's 32.
Okay.
What we're told,
And they're going in order.
but what we're told is that the jury is selected by they need 12 jurors and 2 alternates, and that each person will be selected based on their number, with lowest going first.
Mm-hmm.
So if either of the 2 legal teams don't strike anybody, then it's just 14 people. The first 1 through 14, boom, you're done.
12
Bob's your
and 2
uncle, that's
alternates.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But each team gets a chance to strike 6 people.
Okay.
So in my head, I'm like,
What are the odds?
I'm 32, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty much okay.
Invincible.
I'm pretty okay.
Probably.
Now, what I wound up doing is that they were like, hey, by the way, if you have hardships that you want to talk about, you can come up and tell us. But
Boy, that's
just
hard.
so you
that's
know,
hard to explain that your hardship is being the kind of podcaster who just got back from being an eccentric drunk in a limousine, having purchased an orchestra for a random high school. I mean, Your Honor, I've got hardships. You don't understand what this life is like.
So they make it very clear. Your job is not a hardship. Everybody's going to be taking time off from work. Everybody's going to have to deal with lost money. We are very sorry, but this is the price of being a citizen, blah, 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 blah. So the judge reads us the riot act on that. Now, if I am ever in this scenario, I will say next time is,
If you had it to do over again.
Your Honor, I would just like you to know that my profession is being a podcaster. And my brand of podcasting, while oftentimes touching on subjects for which I am educational or informative, is by and large me talking about my life, which means that anything that happens in my life is something that I will repeat in explicit detail, with none of my personal feelings being spared, because I know that the audience is very much expecting and dependent on me giving an entertaining, unfiltered, sometimes even dialed up version of my own life. So when I would be done with this trial, just know that it is my job to have unfiltered, recorded forever opinions about the person on trial, the lawyers, the other jurors, and indeed the judge.
Oh, that's what you would say.
And it's what I keep saying in my head since I got fucking impaneled on this goddamn jury.
Okay, I don't know what is impaneled rank in terms of, like, is it a done deal? Are you in?
I'm already through day 1 of the trial. Yes.
Well, spill the tea. Did he do it?
I can't.
What?
I can't.
Okay, okay, Nathan, I would like to introduce you to the comedy show that we're doing, in which we need to tease out some things.
Yes, jury's on a jury.
Yes.
Jury. And by the way, as I'm like annoyed about this all yesterday, and I'm just trying to tell anybody and everybody, mostly people that are like work, like things that I now need to move. I got to cancel stuff. I got to tell people that I'm not going to be available during the day because I'm 9 to 5 with this thing. And everybody, thankfully, are not mad. But everybody, while I'm mad, is like, jury's on a jury.
Oh, that's all they take away from it?
That's their number one thing. It's just like, I'm like, motherfucker, I can't believe, like, now I gotta do this and the other. I gotta bring the baby in early. I gotta cancel. There's no Friday episode of PX3 now. Will's gotta do fucking We're Not Wrong. This was the time we're gonna talk about the automatons. So you're telling me that
You're on a jury?
Jury's on a jury?
That's
like,
amazing.
Fuck you.
That's
Fuck
great.
Fuck you. So yeah, I will say this. On next week's episode, I will have explicit, unfiltered opinions on this trial because legally I'll be able to talk about it.
So
I'm not legally able to talk about the trial right now.
Well, that is why I will not ask you any questions. However, I will out loud say my opinion is that That's nope. I won't even get you in. Wait, can you even say how long you think the trial will take, or is that out of bounds?
We've been told that it'll be done by Friday.
Okay,
So I basically have a day job for a week.
well that'll be interesting.
I already hate it. It involves me literally doing a downtown commute for a 9 o'clock
at
job.
normal human commute hours,
And then leaving to go back home when everybody goes back on the highway.
That's the wrong time.
I
Yeah, I was
built my
about to say.
entire life
Yeah.
to avoid. There was a time that I remember clear as day in middle school when I was sick one day and I walked outside and I was like, this is so much nicer.
right?
Than going to school and coming back. This is just you can walk wherever you want. You can go to any movie you want. This is great. I've built my entire life as a 42-year-old man to make that every single day of my life, except for this week when for $50 a day, I am going to be serving Travis County and their civil courts.
At least when you complain loudly about what a strange and terrible circumstance you've been put in, at least everybody who hears your complaints will think, poor Justin, he truly is an outlier of pain, standing alone, having to go through such an unusual circumstance.
Maybe just stick with jury's out of jury. Just stick with that. Just stick with that.
So he's guilty, right? Oh, wait, you can't even, I can't even mess with you because even, like, there's no joke. You're in comedy jail. Okay, this is fucking my shit up now. Oh, hell's no. In fact, I demand that we, this is, you're not here. I demand we stage comedic bribery by going to patreon.com/great night. All funds will be used to, this is comedy and ivory. I can't even say bribe a judge. I can't even say it. I can't. It's fucking
Next
up
week.
fucking up our gig.
Next week.
All right.
I'm just telling you. You have no idea how much I thought
I think
today.
I have a pretty good, okay.
I thought today, if I just spilled the beans on this and then told the judge tomorrow, like, could I get off from jury duty if I just literally disqualified myself? Now,
But then, as we were talking about,
It's
there
illegal.
are rules to
Yeah.
the storytelling contest.
Yeah.
There's a storytelling contest, and there are rules to the storytelling contest, including if you break the rules of the storytelling contest, you will be put into a cell, and then somebody will have to professionally tell a story about
basically. Yeah. I have strong feelings.
you. Yeah.
Trust me. You're going to have to listen to next week when I have strong feelings. Strong.
So strong.
Strong
like bull.
Oh, Brian, the rant that I want to go on
I
about
can't
this
wait.
is
You know what? That'll be the unfiltered version will be at the Bones at patreon.com/great night.
I don't know when we're going to do it.
I don't know either.
Because that's
He really fucking up my shit.
yeah.
Oh, I can't be having this.
I know.
I don't like it. My freedoms.
I know.
First the president wants Paddington 4 to cost more money, and now this? What the fuck?
What's going on? Yeah. No, we're I can't no. I don't
Nope,
even
you
want to say
can't.
anything.
You can't.
I mean, trust me. When
you can.
I can say this. Some people are very excited to be doing their civic duty.
How old are the ladies? Oh, you can't say. It's fucking up my shit. You can't even react, I don't think.
No.
It's like
Some
we're
people.
literally flirting with
I could go to jail.
yeah.
Yeah. It's a new courthouse, though.
Is it nice?
It's
You probably
gorgeous.
can't
No,
say.
no, I can say no.
Are there hot dogs?
No,
You
wanna-
can't say.
No, they actually have a Veracruz. They have a Veracruz tacos there.
I don't know Veracruz.
Veracruz is good.
Yeah,
Yeah. Veracruz all natural. In
I had
Austin.
tacos today.
Did you?
I went and hung out with our friend Ernie Cline.
Oh,
Yeah,
I think that was Empire.
he brought that up.
Did
he? Yes.
You still hanging with the dipshit?
You were the other guy who got the thing wrong, and I was like, we joke about it to this very day.
And I did.
And he was like, now let's look at your second DeLorean. No, his garage is tricked out something sweet, man. He got I mean, obviously very invested in Back to the Future, but he has awesome memorabilia that I wouldn't think of as memorabilia. Like, he has 2 of the exact video cameras that were used.
Oh, Jesus.
The JVC ones from the movie. Also, he has the exact flap clock radio that because that shot when Marty's asleep. It always goes on. He also had I hadn't seen one of these before. It was a combination TV and VCR, but those always have stuff going in kind of horizontal. This one went in side load.
Oh, Jesus.
Because it was meant to be like extra portable or something.
Yeah.
It was dope, man. It was a really good time.
Did you see if these bastards could do 90?
No, we just hung out in the garage. But but his second DeLorean, he's made a Mandalorian. It's
God.
Star Wars remix theme. So it's like when you open the door, it's a lightsaber, and there's a light side lightsaber and a dark side
Jesus
lightsaber.
Christ.
And then because the engine is in the trunk, and by the way, the trunk has a functioning R2-D2 in the back, like an X-wing, and the front part, it's got a frunk, right?
Yeah.
So when it opens up, he opens it up, sets a Pico projector on the top of the DeLorean, and then pulls down the projection screen, goes driving movie.
That's fucking amazing.
It's so good. I'm hoping to get him out to see if we could do an interview or something.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, it was really good. It was really good to see him. And it had been a minute. Like, it's funny how there's that, I guess I think of it kind of like the family reunion effect. We felt a little bit of it at Founders, where it's just like, you got to get back in the flow. But at first it's like, oh, that's right, I'm seeing Ernie for the first time in a while. And then it's like, oh, that's right, we go back. And then it's like, oh, that's right, we go way back. We go way back to the last century back. And then because like, I found myself almost wanting to explain things, but then remembering how far we go back.
He knows. Trust me. Yeah.
Exactly. But it was really great. It was really great.
But let's get back to the tacos, though. What tacos did you get?
We had Taco Deli.
Nice.
Taco Deli. Yeah.
They're at the airport. I've had that a few times.
Yeah.
Because I flew United. I cheated on. On Southwest.
Have you seen that crazy art installation room at the airport? So it says like gate 11, gate 13, and then it says just gate. It's with the infinity on there.
Yeah.
And then there's little treats like on the departures. They do some deep cut fantasy lands, like Departures 2, and you see Hogwarts, and that makes sense or whatever. But then like you see Neo Tokyo, and I'm like, wow, Akira, all right. And I loved it. I normally roll my eyes.
Apparently they pre-COVID, when you went up and hit the buttons, it would give you a physical ticket.
Oh, that's fun.
And then COVID killed that.
Yeah.
Still cool.
It was the right amount of like.
It used to be a cool art installation, and then I ruined it.
I was about to say.
I'm Dr. Fauci. Brian, you should have seen it when you could get a physical tchotchke.
Right.
It would be something that you would remember forever.
Well, what
then
happened?
40% of people would not get the shot. This is a pandemic of the unvaccinated and those that would enjoy the art installation. That's what my original tagline was before I shortened it.
Well, and you shortened it down to the more approachable.
Boo!
Dr. Fauci, you got me again.
You're I'm a real cut up. I'm barred from government, but I'm still here.
Are you barred from government?
Sure. They would throw me in El Salvador if it wouldn't be so noisy.
Well, that's on account of your membership.
But that would be when I would rattle the chains that I carry around, because I mostly just scare people.
Well, Dr. Fauci, I'll tell you what. Do you want to join us for the game we're about to play?
No.
Oh, God, so
Boo!
long. You got me again, Dr. Fauci.
Fauci.
Fauci, ouchie. Outie. Outie, Fauci.
Fauci.
Howdy. Hey, Nathan, do you have a game for us?
Yes, I do. In fact, this is a very special game.
Oh.
Coming from the Diamond Club, which you can join at
Has anyone ever
bit.ly.
told you look like a young Salman Rushdie?
Oh, what now?
Wait, do you even know who this? Oh, we get to do our favorite game. Does Nathan know it?
There's no way he knew it. Unless someone told him that he looked like a Salman Rushdie. Can you look up Salman Rushdie and just put yourself face
Also, can you
next to
tell
it?
us who Salman Rushdie is? It's
Not
okay.
a damn clue.
Okay, yeah. By the way, this is also part of the style guide. Is that we get I switch to the wide so we see what we're pouring into our. I got down to 153.
So let me make sure. This dude?
Yeah. A young Salman Rushdie.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me find a young one.
Yeah. Well, no.
You look like
He wasn't
that
famous.
might be your future. Is
Yeah,
what
he wasn't
Justin's
famous
saying.
then. Yeah. But by the way, a lady killer, Salman Rushdie.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, he had a body count on him
I'll take it.
he almost was a body.
a couple times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
does he still have an eye?
I don't think so.
What, he poked his eye out?
Well, he got stabbed on stage. Yeah.
Yeah, but they never covered whether or not his eye was okay.
We're
We're
out of
outside.
my
Welcome
my
to
Rushdie
Salman Facts.
Yeah.
You're subscribed to Rushdie Facts, except for all the facts on Salman Rushdie. All right, so Nathan, take us in. What do we got?
A very special game coming from the Diamond Club Discord, which you can join at bit.ly/NADiscord. This is in celebration of the fact that we have surpassed 200 episodes. So
It's our bicentennial. What was the deal with the boats on the bicentennial? Everyone talking about like what they did, like boats came in to Philadelphia. That's all I know about that. And the quarter, the drummer man corner, coroner. I don't know the thing with the boats.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, man.
Bicentennial,
The bicentennial was in
1976.
yeah.
And one of the big deal, they did some shit with boats in Philadelphia. That's all I know. Now you're all caught up. I'm sorry, Dr. Fauci. That's all I have for you. Unless, I'm being impaneled, am I free to go? Am I free to go?
You don't get to fucking say that. I'm like questioning. You brought it up.
I'm just sitting here. You're cross-examining me.
I'm not.
You go to. You're
panicked. You panicked on the
what?
bicentennial.
What are you talking about?
It's your job to move off the topic that you brought us to.
Well, okay. Now that we're talking about the bicentennial, what's up with those boats? That's messed up.
I don't know shit about it.
Okay, that's it. Stenographer, read back.
Why did Shador slide?
What?
See, now imagine if I just sat here on this for fucking 3 minutes. Instead, I'm going to effortlessly get us back to the topic. Hey, what's the game?
tonight's game is called the Time Capsule. We actually look back at the past 16 years of being on air as we've gathered a gauntlet of questions and challenges for you both this evening. So without further ado, let's begin. For our first challenge, we have characters. According to DC TVpedia, there have been 32 characters on record since the inception of the BB universe. I'm going to name 2 of them. Points will be earned if you can tell me which era this character originates, with bonuses being awarded for every bit of information you can give me about this wiki's entry.
By the way, if anybody happens to be a new listener, this is the hardest difficulty variety of game on the menu.
Oh, yeah.
This is
What did we do?
Do we remember what we did?
Dementia the game.
Yes.
Oh, just wait. This is early. For our first character, we've got Ofty. Good luck.
Oh, that was
That's and with that, fuck you. That
was great
Stephen Cogswell. That was we wanted to always promote him because he would do incredible songs at the beginning of each episode made from the previous episode.
Yeah.
His website was and with that fuck you, AWTFY.
Yeah.
And but we portrayed him as a lovable British butler who I believe he may be a ghost.
No. He was
Fauci-esque.
more of a zombie.
Yes.
He was an undead butler that was very attentive and was never really. He wasn't busy. Like he would do something
He always
for
had
you.
time for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Also, slow on his exits. Creaky doors in the Otby abode.
Yeah.
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 How close were we?
That was great night.
That was great night is your answer, Justin?
Yes.
Brian, what is your answer? Because that is
it's
the
got to
main
be great
score.
night because that's when. No, wait. No, it was Night Attack.
Oh shit, you're right.
Because
Yeah, you're right. It
because
was
All's
Night Attack.
Well was a Night Attack
Yeah,
album.
yeah.
So I'm gonna say Night Attack.
Yeah, I fucked up.
Excellent. Yes, Brian, you get the point for this round. Justin, you
Yay!
don't. However,
Forgot we had 2 indie titles.
It's like, yeah, because we'd love to know.
Of course,
We
yeah.
got some stories, man. We got some stories.
Why did we change that name again?
Let's say I'm feeling itchy.
I
Maybe
know. I know. Fuck it. Let's just go. Fifth name.
Oh, by the way, I cracked. Remember the vague feelings of like being on good behavior when we're on the YouTube stream.
Yes.
I think I cracked it.
What
'Cause,
is it?
Now, when we go live on Tuesdays, I just mark it as secret insiders only. So, fucking, what do you got to complain about? You expected one thing and who let you in? By the way,
Oh,
congratulations if you made it in.
So the cursing would be for like thumbs. People would hear a curse and be like, "Man, thumbs down," and that would affect the algorithm.
Or I just don't, because like the main public facing channel, is the style guide is, we bleep the curse words
yeah.
and we certainly don't talk much about jerking off and coming and all
Sure,
that stuff.
yep.
But then it's like, how do I resolve that with the live shit? Because you want, it's like, oh, that's that show that we watch as a family. And then they tune in and they get a different flavor of cum. But now somebody has to get past the friction of seeing this just monorail logo.
And if you
it says,
show up, then it's your fault.
exactly,
Yeah.
you did it to yourself.
The new slogan.
If
you showed up, it's your fault.
By the way, it's also a trial by fire because congratulations, any first timers who are joining us now. You'll have to walk past.
You're
that.
in.
Yeah, no one under 21.
You have been elected in our conclave.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're in. All right. Take to the next, sir.
all right, your next character is Postini.
This show also goes well with white smoke. Anyway, go ahead.
I know where my money be.
For our next trial, can you tell me where Postini comes from?
Oh, yeah, that's NSFW show.
Postini.
Yeah.
He was dying. He was dead. He needed a boner.
Yeah, so Mail Route was our ad read on NSFW show.
This is when we were with the network.
We were with Twit.
Yep.
And Postini was a real thing.
Service.
A real
was
service that was being
wound down.
depreciated.
Depreciated, yeah.
And Mail Route was taking over a lot of those features. So if you were on Postini, you could switch to Mail Route. And so Postini became a dying Italian mob
man.
boss. It was like, you should switch it to Mail Route. When I was a younger man.
Strong. You were so strong, Postini. Postini. Well, yes, that's your name. You're Postini. You, in many ways, you're so strong. You're so strong.
I do not have how much time left.
Oh no. Here, let me get this
But
doctor.
remember me when I was a real man.
I have a doctor. He was very big deal during the pandemic.
I'm here for you, Postini. Oh, who are you? I'm Dr. Fauci. This is stretching the limits of the impression. I know, it's 2 Italians at different stages of their lives.
One very old, the other very, very old.
I'm dead. And that's how Postini died.
Boom.
Add that to the fucking BBpedia.
Yeah. All right. Did we get it right?
Yes, you did. Bonus points go to Justin for giving me the most details about Postini.
That's true. Well, yeah. He would know. That sounds like I'm being flipped, but I mean, you would know.
Yes,
You know the entire And I mean the entire Lord. You know Postini's
Make it
skeleton.
seem like I fucked Postini.
Let's just say there are no questions when it comes to Justin's knowledge
It's gonna be
of
so
Postini.
funny when I show up to fucking the jury box tomorrow. Someone's like, "Oh, you fuck Postini."
Huh? All right, take us away, sir.
All right, for your next gauntlet of challenges, we are entering what I like to call reincarnated bits. I'll give you the name of a track that was performed on one of the comedy albums. Your job is to continue on from this bit. Good luck.
Ooh, sequels. Those go well.
Yeah, no, they're universally beloved.
Yeah, especially when they hit the
better,
same note.
better than the original.
And
yeah.
the talent is older, and they're
Yes.
just doing the same thing.
Yep.
Great. All right, take us in.
All right, for your first bit, we've got Hobo Joe.
Hobo Joe, he jerked people off and rode the silver. No, wait, that was me. I used to jerk off hobos
yeah.
as I rode the silver rails. I remember you saying
Hobo
rode the
Joe. I know Hobo Joe. I just know that voice went along with it.
Yeah.
It's me, Hobo Joe.
I remember you saying ride the silver rails, but we never one of the best hobo related bits that we never got to do, I think we referenced on the show was when I in 2010 when I was at Halloween Horror Nights, I was obsessed with this bit of the new rap album where a splash of money's on my face. And the,
Did we not do that?
I think we referenced it on there or something, but that was
I think
mainly
we did a whole thing with splashing money on my face.
oh shit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember Hobo Joe.
Would you like?
I don't remember if I was or was not Hobo Joe.
No, I think Hobo Joe was somebody that like came. Well, let's stop there. All right, go ahead.
All right, with the spirit of this game, I am going to have to make you do the bit, so I'm going to give you a little bit of clues. Hobo Joe was Playboy Joe. Playboy magazines were involved, and then Hobo Joe was created. Again, this is pulled strictly from the albums.
I think Playboy Joe was the guy who left Playboys in the woods for kids to find in a bygone era.
Okay. Yeah, no, that sounds right.
He ran out of Playboys
because we were talking
and
about
became
woods
Hobo
porn.
Joe. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. And then that was where you're like, well, we're not talking about somebody who rode the silver rails.
Yeah.
That would be the end of the. How close do we get? That would have been NSFW show era.
I would say y'all got decently close. I think I can give enough of the point to Brian because you were close enough to the mark here. Yes, it is from the Night Attack era. Specifically, it is from, I believe, the third album, Enjoy the Garden. So, yes.
Which was technically the NSFW show era.
Yeah, that's NSFW show era.
We called it Night Attack. It's a simple bit.
It's
a
me,
very
regular
simple
Hulk.
bit. It's a very simple bit.
It's regular
It's
Hulk.
very easy to understand. But the Night Attack albums exclusively came out.
That's right.
During the
NSFW. Well, except
for
for
All's
Too Old
Well.
to Talk.
No, did Too Old to Talk come out?
That was when we realized that it was harder to hit number one without the boosting of a network.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that was so Too Old to Talk was the only one that came out, and then All's Well also came out during Night Attack.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That is correct.
So half of them, it's very simple.
It's a very
simple bit.
It's
Yeah.
me, regular Hulk. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. All right. So, what else you got, Nathan?
All right, for the next bit, again, the spirit of this section of the game is to continue on from this bit, which is Mexican Hitler is your next bit.
Oh, I know that one for sure. This one's actually, it became sentimental and precious when I found out that Nathan listened to it as a child and thought it was funny. That's amazing. Nathan, a Hispanic Jew as a child listened to our adult comedy album and he liked Mexican Hitler as a track. Am I getting that correct?
No. But we have to keep doing the bit.
Oh,
so
yours
if
is
you
to-
remember it, you start it off, and I'll start humming.
Okay, I know which part I'm going to do because there's only 2 ingredients in this goulash.
Go ahead.
One is the Mexican hat dance. I call dibs. The other is Hitler screaming. Oh, all right. That's as far as we're taking that shit. How do we do?
Y'all did very well. I will give both a point. You hit your marks.
Yep.
Yay!
All right.
We flew like an eagle's nest.
All right. We are actually now at the halfway round,
Deep
so I can
cut.
introduce tonight's prize.
For all the H fans out there.
Oh, we got a prize?
We are at the halfway round, so I can introduce this. So this is coming from a very special person that gave me this during Founders Day proper, Mr. Kyle Wells.
Ooh, Kyle Wells.
Tonight's prize is probably the most cursed thing we have in our possession, but it does belong in a museum. This is, I kid you not.
Whoa. Oh, my God. It's a full-on Halloween Jar Jar mask. It does belong in a museum. That's extraordinary.
Wait a minute. Also, we have
Oh, that's right.
inbound.
Yeah. You know what?
Since we are
hour.
Yeah, since we are on the jar.
Hold on, ladies and gentlemen, joining us as he brings his chair over, but will not be given a microphone. Hand delivering jar. Oh, there we go. There we go. Hold on. Here, there we go. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's Jar Jar Binks, everyone. Jar Jar.
So
Jar
we
Jar
got-
Binks, Diamond Club.
We got this into the home office. And they write, "Hello, gentlemen. Enclosed are 2 editions for the Jart Gallery, inspired by chat comments. Please consider putting the chat back at the bottom of the podcast feed for those of us who can't watch live. Additionally, there's a small gift for the jury Morse. And yes, they're all custom and hand-painted. Take care, Tara Sue."
That's awesome. Well, the part of the chat, I believe, part of the reason we stopped putting it on screen is because it, number one, it makes it easy to gift stuff out without having a UI in the way. But also, I believe all of the YouTube feeds capture the chat as well. Oh, these are lovingly packaged.
Okay, this is number 1. This was taken from the chat, Fearless Freeps chat, Jar Jar, but it's Guernica.
Guernica. Oh, do you know?
it,
do-
open
yeah, yeah. You know the Guernica painting, right?
No,
Oh,
but I'm sure I will see it. When we
yeah,
open it.
well, you'll recognize Bonnie did her version of Guernica that hangs in our house. Oh, that's amazing! Oh, that's extraordinary! Oh my God, this is fabulous! This is incredible. Hold on, here you go. Here, you hold it, and
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
yeah.
I'll zoom in. There we go. Zooming. Oh, I got it on the wide. There you go. Zooming. Yeah, look at that.
Holy shit! This
It's
is
got Chewbacca on there.
yeah, and a stormtrooper, Yoda,
That's so good.
C-3PO, Vader.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
No, that's
this is legit Jart.
yeah. It's very legit, Jart. That's awesome.
All right, number 2.
All right. Number 2.
This is El Condor Pasta 69. Why is it gay art? Jar Jar represents all genders.
All right.
That was the cue here. This is a real.
We'll see whether or not
this
little
makes the VOD.
Welcome to TOS roulette.
Oh,
Oh yes. Why is it okay? The other Jar Jar art that we had abs
And cum gutters.
And cum gutters. Yeah. Whereas this one, yeah.
oh Jesus.
That's great. Look at that.
That is some gender bent Jar Jar. And
Yeah.
Let me just say, smoke show.
Smoke show.
Smoke show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
I know which of the two I'd take to the prom.
Uh-huh. I mean, heavy in the chest.
Yeah.
I mean, a real rack on this Jar Jar.
Changes the meaning of the expression.
Oh, my ultimate
audio.
My ultimate weapon has been deployed.
Beautiful Jart. Life transforming Jart.
And then this is just 4. It says 4 Justin and Ashley, and then our names are slashed out for Baby Bella. It's not Jart.
Yeah. I would imagine it's okay for us to consume here on the show, right?
Of course. I mean,
Aw.
well, this will go right
This
up in
is-
the room.
Oh, this is great.
This is just
Aw.
adorable.
Geese
It's
and
three-
goslings.
It's three geese, long real lore heads know that.
Yep.
Ashley and I have a running
Silly goose.
bit about calling each other a goose, and then Bella was our little goose, and so there's two geese honking at each other, and then a little goose there. Ashley will be very, very excited. Tara, thank you.
It's awesome.
This is incredibly amazing, and you are a very, very talented artist. We are honored to have your jart, and this jart will hang. It will hang somewhere.
No, it'll all hang here at HQ. And by the way, if you feel like keeping it coming, any excuse, like we can't get enough, whatever. You know what? It's me. I'm commissioning you to fuck it up for audio all the time. Video demands it. A blood sacrifice of excellent art
of jart.
to mock all the audio folks.
All right, next question.
All right, welcome to a Photoshop. See, one of the wonderful things about this show and this program is that we have a very vibrant chat room who makes Photoshops and edits. I'm going to show you 3 of them. I want you to identify who made the art.
All right.
But we're gonna identify the guy who knows that they're called Adobe shops.
Sorry, Adobe Shops.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say,
Hush.
it is an Adobe shop.
I'm
All
just
right.
saying.
And by the
yeah.
way, you're going to have to take the, there it is. Oh, shit. This one, I
this one
believe,
was recent.
this is Great Night era. This is like
Correct.
within the last few months.
Yeah, this was DeepSeek. I wanted to know
Oh,
whether or not
that's
DeepSeek
right.
would say that Mao spent the Cultural Revolution on a slip and slide. It
Yeah.
would not. It would not.
Yeah.
But
then-
that's true,
luckily,
though.
that's something
If
that,
it weren't
that Adobe
true,
shop.
if it weren't true, why would that picture be there?
Yeah, because that's a legitimate,
That's a legitimate
actual
picture
of a
of-
Whammo slip and slide featuring Mao.
Chairman Mao, yeah,
Mao Mao.
because he loved that shit. He loved it, man.
Yeah.
Little red book, long yellow slide.
Yep. Little red book, long yellow slide. Tongue twisters. All right, what else you got?
Now, gentlemen, who made it? That's the question.
Oh, fuck you.
That's
That's an impossible question
No,
to
it's
answer.
Well, it's also a Kobayashi Maru because, like, if we get it right, we're playing favorites. If we get it, we're just picking names from.
Chat realm.
No, I'm gonna say not Gambling Man, but maybe. Oh,
Bonus points are being awarded for the fact that y'all are giving me information, so don't worry too hard.
yeah, I don't know.
All right, you're foregoing this point. Justin, do you have any guesses?
Yeah, I foregoed it like 5 minutes ago.
All right, cool. This is from Cheech.
Cheech. Thank you, Cheech. We love Cheech.
Cheech.
All right, gentlemen, next up for you is this one.
Oh man, I don't know who made it, but peak Harambeing would have been Night Attack days.
Was it Night Attack? Or was it NSFW show?
I am almost certain it was Night Attack.
We were still doing Dragon Con.
Yeah.
Because I remember getting
one of my kids-
Harambe'd a few times at Dragon Con.
I remember one of my kids' birthdays. We had a Harambe cake
Yeah.
on a birthday. It was Harambeing.
Yeah, I mean, so I would say where does that put us at, like, time-wise?
I think it was early Night Attack.
Early Night Attack?
I'm almost certain because that would have been Nerdtacular.
Yeah.
Around 2012. 2012 was no. 2012 would have been peak NSFW, wouldn't it?
Yes.
2015. When did Harambe get shot?
It was 2015.
Well, then,
I think
so it
he
probably
got-
wasn't. We probably weren't Harambeing before Harambe got shot.
Yeah, no, Harambe got shot, I think, before Trump got elected. If I remember, those were all around
Well, that's
the same
when,
time.
no, that makes sense because the
Yeah.
news was covering something other than Trump.
Yeah.
So that would have had to have been.
Well, and people were like, because they killed that squirrel this time, and people were like, "Oh, Harambe the first time, the squirrel this time."
Oh, I don't know.
Like
I don't
animal
know.
sacrifices precede Trump's election.
I didn't know about that one.
Yeah. So yeah, but I mean, like, as to who did it, I have no idea. I mean, like to be totally honest, this is the greatest gift that the chat realm has ever given us. Is that we, for the price of us saying your name in the moment, we can just be showered with awesome interaction from the best community on the planet. But like, we don't remember what each other say. The authorship, the images last forever.
Yeah.
The authorship is something that is harder to
What
pin
I don't
down.
think you're saying is like, we don't remember what the other one said.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
I was really hoping you would take the bait and say I just said
Huh?
that. But you didn't. It turns out you literally didn't remember
Nope.
saying it. That's good.
Good point, Brian. The crazy thing is that we don't remember what each other said.
All right, that's a good bit. All right, Nathan, what else you got for us?
All right, for our last one, we've got.
Wait, did we get it right?
You got it right initially. Then I had to take away your bonus points because you kept circling back to NSFW. This came from Night Attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who did it? This actually came from Gambling Man himself.
Hey.
All right.
The champ.
Yeah. All timer.
Oh, wait.
That's right. The world champion.
For Skull, yeah.
The current world champion of Skull.
Mm-hmm.
All right, gentlemen, for the last Adobe shop, we've got this guy.
Oh, God. This was also a bad episode. This was a bad one.
Invisible ink. Yeah. That early Night Attack is what I'm guessing? Yes. Early Night Attack.
Yeah. Oh, man. No, it was definitely early Night Attack. I think this episode was overshadowed by other things, but that was the Daddy 05 controversy.
Oh, that's right.
And like, there was in hindsight, that was probably the time where like prank content on your children started to socially become taboo.
Yeah.
Because it was like,
You're just torturing your child for
you're
money.
just being an abusive parent,
Yeah.
but with AdSense. And so I think that was like the just a prank bro thing. And then we wound up coming up with Invisible Ink, which is very us.
Yep. It's on brand.
But yeah, it was Night Attack, and I think that there were other personnel decisions that had been made that wound up overshadowing the episode, if memory serves.
Oh man, I don't know which.
I don't know if I even want to re-dig up what it was, but
Yeah.
no, Chad got fired. Whatever. Yeah, I think that was an episode where like that wound up distracting a bunch, and then yeah. Anyway, I don't like that episode, and I don't want to think about it.
Run on.
Well, with that in mind, this comes from ICU himself.
Hey, ICU, the champion, one of the goats.
Yeah.
All right, we are in fact at a dead tie of 7-7. So I've got one final question
Thank
to
God.
break this tie. For all the marbles, who can tell me how many combined episodes of BB Live, NSFW Show, Night Attack, and Great Night there are?
So
If you can, you'll be the proud winner of the Jar Jar mask. Good luck.
I'm going to simply do the math of what 52 weeks in a year. I'm going to say there's maybe 4 Tuesdays ever
That
we've lagged on.
Yeah.
So 52 times what? March of 2009, and actually it started in January. I believe January 1st, 2009. No, they weren't weekly.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say, let's see, 50.
They went weekly when we had the original quartet, right? The me, you, Brett, Owen.
They got to weekly just when we got scooped up by the network, and then
no, they were weekly before that.
But they had just gotten to weekly.
Yes, yeah.
Like it was loosey goosey, and we had just figured out that Tuesday nights tend to be nothing's going on.
Yeah,
and then that became NSFW show. So 10 years, 15 years. Man, making me do math. I'm gonna say 783.
One episode.
Yeah, damn it.
One episode. One episode.
783 is feeling right.
783 for Brian and 784 for Justin, I believe. No, just one.
He said one.
Yeah, we're doing Price is Right rules.
Price is Right rules. Yeah.
So I think you went over.
Yeah.
One episode.
Also, I assume we're not counting bones and bonuses.
No, Bones is not counted.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. According to DC TVpedia, plus the 2 from when this game was created, we have on air a total of 843 episodes, making Brian tonight's winner.
That's a lot of episodes.
Congratulations, Brian.
843 episodes.
That's a lot of episodes.
That is, yeah.
Oh, jeez. Hey. Oh, damn. Damn. Here, you know what? I'm gonna wear it. I'm just gonna wear it like a hat. This is a good looking hat.
You should bring that shit to bed.
I don't.
Just get right in Bonnie's mug with that one. And just say,
shit, Bonnie.
Misa horny.
Bonnie, famously allergic to latex. She'll love this.
Love it. Yeah.
She's like, well, I was all ready to go, but the latex, the rubber's got to go.
I was ready to go.
There we go. Well, Justin, what have we learned?
So very Parisian to flip your Gungan flap over your shoulder like a continental soldier.
Yeah. There we go.
What have we learned? We learned that we still don't know anything about what we do.
What happens if it's salmon-colored smoke?
Actually, you want to know what? We learned that we don't remember what the other guy says.
You know what? We learned that we don't remember what the other guy said.
And we learned that if there's one thing we know, it's that we don't even remember what the other guy said.
All right. Shine on, you crazy diamonds.
See you next Tuesday. Tying a fire.
Diamond
It's been
Club
a great night.
Diamond Club hopes you've enjoyed this presentation.
850 on the way.
That's, yeah.
Yeah.
We are
Man,
no
you can
longer
spill tea on
recording.